Hey everybody, Arthur here with another vintage toy review. Today we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Navy Mikey, and he actually came from a wave of U.S. branched military turtles that were released, and I had a bunch of them. I used to have it was like a Green Beret RAF, and that was like Army, Desert Storm, sort of Leonardo, I think Paratrooper Air Force Donatello in a sense. But this one I do remember as my own, as my brothers had the other ones, and I'm sort of glad to have this in my collection due to the fact that my father was in the Navy, and it's sort of like I had this as a kid. My dad was in the Navy, a bunch of nostalgia right there and memories, and it's cool to have them back into my collection. But this guy is not staying in my collection, unfortunately. I have a fellow friend that served in the United States Navy, and he's a huge Michelangelo fan, and I'm going to give this to him, just sort of showing appreciation for his services. As we should all show appreciation to all our servicemen and women of the country, and this is my way of just sort of saying thank you to him. He's a good friend, and it takes a lot to put yourself out there for the the military and stuff like that. It takes a toll. So this will be his. I'm just reviewing it right now. And Mikey does come with a bunch of accessories. So he does come with his, little Navy knapsack, or you can call it, I like to call it a Ryu bag, because that's what it reminds me of. Almost like those laundry bags and stuff. Got a lot of detail. Has basically a treasure chest right there, all sculpted nicely. Looking great. Little things stuck to it as if it's been sitting in the water too long. Guess his bag might have been too. Unless those are bullet holes on there. Those could be bullet holes. I'm not too sure. But it's pretty cool. The strap does pop off so you can put it on there. And I really like the little detail they did put on there, a little anchor there. And as I drop it, but yeah, you get it's just an empty little sack, but sculpted very, very nicely. So he came with that. He did also come with a ore weapon, which is really cool. Has like a piranha on the top there. Like, the sculpt work in this is insane. Bunch of seaweed, barnacle stuff. That's a fish hook right there. You guys can really see that detail. So that's pretty awesome. And just all the detail in this ore. Like, add a wash, add some paint to these, and they will look even more amazing. And then he comes with his little trusty sidekick. I don't know his name, but he is a pelican or a seagull. One of the two, but he has like a little micro Uzi. He has a knife as well. Pistol on the back with the scope. Like, this guy is all decked out. Has his little cap on, goggles. So in a sense, I guess he could be, it's almost like it's like a rubber cap. So he could be Navy SEAL, even though he's not a SEAL, or he could be like a pilot. But very, very cool. He doesn't really stand, and he doesn't really fit on his shoulder or anything. But let's dive in and take a look at Mikey himself. And he has that typical Michelangelo, grin face. When you see this, you're like, it's a turtle. You got a little bit of extra white right there. What were you doing on that ship? And, you got really, really nice paint. The paint's actually held up pretty good over the years. You still feel a little tacky. Some water could be used. He's got his patches there. Got two little eye-patched goldfish, or, tropical fish. He's got another one up on top of his hat, which I think looks pretty cool. Purple one. It's like all four of these patches. 5. There's one there. So there's like fish all over him. And he's got these little crustacean things all over him as well. And he does have the U.S. flag ranking stripes, I do believe, and then he does have his anchor tattoo, and that's like sculpted in there, which is pretty awesome. And articulation wise, I mean, he has full head rotation, arms, you know, full rotation. He has a little bit of wrist rotation, no pivot here. He does have pivot here, but no wrist rotation, and his arms move. So wrist rotation, pivot arms. So they sort of sacrificed USTF. He's got little legs that go out like so. A bunch of green little crusty things all over him. It's got little cool turtle feet, and this one has all the information on the figure itself. This one's all sculpted like pretty cool. Basically like little military boots. Let's go ahead and load him up with all this gear. Here we have Mikey all geared up, you know, with his oar and everything. Holds it very well. The little seagull guy, just have him chilling in the back of his bag, which is really, really, really awesome. I just like, I don't know, like, as simple as articulation is on these guys, and it's just they make up for it in so much detail. The playability, the durability, like Ninja Turtles withstood time pretty well. And I remember as a kid, I used to beat the living hell out of these figures. I mean, slam them together, toss a bunch into your backpack, trade them in school. You know, it was just, they were the playground toy, in my opinion. You didn't really see kids with G.I. Joes at school or Transformers as much, at least for me. It was a lot of the Ninja Turtles, stuff that was a lot more durable. And it's pretty awesome. But that sums up my vintage toy review of Navy Mikey. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, I want you guys to keep up to date with your latest imports and collectibles. So join up with both the Toyco Toys and Collectibles Facebook groups. Check out the website as well. If you see something on there, hey, use the Unbox Toyco promo code, all in caps, saves you 5% on your entire order. So I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting. Have a beautiful day.